My mission in life is to inspire and equip people to realize their potential. I'm a spoken word artist, among other things, and I got a tale that I want to tell y'all. This one's called Black Privilege. Middle-class black, I grew up in a white town. Looking around, the only face in a white crowd that's brown. That's how I grew up. Had no clue what that meant for me until I grew up, found out. Everybody don't see us the same. What does that mean for me? Question got through to my brain. What does it mean to be an African American? Because honestly, I'm not that in touch with my African heritage. When I went to Africa, all I was American. But when I came back, my blackness is most apparent. Plus growing up, being called African was embarrassing. Because in school, I was taught, I should hate that comparison. No one seemed to notice every time I cut my hair again. Don't know where I fit in because I don't quite fit the paradigm. History showed pictures of the pharaohs with the fair skin, so I never knew that I was royalty's kin. But when learning about the slaves, kids joked and said, hey, it's Tim. I can't blame them. We say Africa like it's a nation, African like it's a language. And all we show on TV is kids with flies on their faces, people living in huts, running around half naked with big stomachs and visible rib cages. And I couldn't relate to that. So I thought, am I a different type of black? What does it mean to be an African American with dark skin? I swear in middle school, kids can be the harshest. Every day in class say I'm looking like a tar pit. Back then, my skin felt like a target for everyone to shoot at. But high school came, I could hoop and I could rap. Now all of a sudden it's cool to be black? Until I get pulled over, police shoot at my cap because I was moving too fast. Just put your hands up. Don't show no emotions, you gotta act tough. Don't you dare ask for help, you better man up. So what does it mean to be an African American? So growing up, I was a lot of my friends' black friend. You gotta know the rap songs and the dance trends. As do these white girls think I'm handsome? Or have they heard the rumors and wanna have some? So what does it mean to be an African American and a student athlete? They think I'm stupid if I'm hooping or I'm running track meets, scoring a touchdown or stealing a base, and if I walk in a class, should I feel out of place? Nah. What does it mean to be an African American? And named Timothy John Harrison. On job applications, they won't know my race till they see my face. I got my parents to blame, but hey, thanks. What does it mean to be an African American? Is the land of the free for the fair of skin? I don't know my history or my heritage. Some think I'm ghetto if I'm twisting up my hair again. If I'm feeling confident, apparently I'm arrogant. The skin I'm in has baggage, but gladfully I carry it. Just gotta be aware of being black in my area. Mass hysteria, he might be causing trouble. When I get a job, I'ma have to work double, but that's part of the struggle. I knew this since I was younger, so why it's been going harder? I'm letting it fuel my hunger. But what does it mean to be an African American? Is it bigger than jumping a little higher, running a little quicker, and having a bit of rhythm and seasoning in my chicken? I think it's kind of absurd, isn't it, using the word niggas considered a black privilege? I know the word's different, we switched the definition, but can't you see the irony in it? I mean, I've used it too, I admit it. As a youth trying to find where I fit in, the music made it sound cool, so I did it. But nowadays, everybody's saying it too. Wait a minute. So what does it mean to be an African American? Actually, what does being the color black even mean? That when it's hot, I don't need sunscreen, and when it's cold, I got ashy knees. Somebody pass me the lotion and Vaseline. But all jokes aside, so many of us only half asleep. Yeah, for me, it means I could be anything I want to be. Yeah, that's coming from a rapper and an athlete. I'm a scholar too, and I just got my damn degree. So what does it mean to be an African American in a country where the system shows it hates you, but the culture says it loves you? And either way, it sees you as a way to make some money. But hey, I'm playing my hand and taking advantage of every chance that's been taken for granted. I'm taking a stand. I'm not complaining, I'm taking change in my hands. What would have happened if Rosa Parks had just sat in the back? Dr. King had a dream, going back to his nap. Now I didn't make these raps for no pats on the back. I gotta focus where I'm at and try to change what I can. What does it mean to be an African-American man? And 6'8", in the land of the free and the home of the brave. But when you walk down the street, some people look afraid. Is slavery that close or is it that far away? Because my great-great-great-grandpa was a slave. But now we drive whips and we wear chains where the nooses used to hang, but you could jog down the street and still get slain. And regardless of who's in office, all this politics and talk ain't gonna solve much when some of us won't even acknowledge that there's a problem to begin with. I don't see color. That's ignorant, pretending to not see this pigment. Maybe that's why it's hard to see that some of us are being treated different. But hey, we all play a part. It's a set off, whether you're white or you're dark. From the KKK and white hoods to the black hoods that took more of us than the Klan ever could. And yes, we can blame the system, blame it on racism, but does blaming make the difference? What if we switch the attention from conflict and division to working together through adversity on a quest to unison? United we stand, divided we fall. We all play a part, but no snowflake in an avalanche feels at fault. Yet here we are in the snow. Grab a shovel in the coat, because this world can get cold. 12 years old, I was stopped by the cops as I walked down the block and thought, I wonder for what purpose? Stories in my memory started to surface. That explains how I know I'm innocent, but feel nervous. So I ask again, what does it mean to be an African American? I'll never fully know, because I'm only Timothy Harrison. I'll never face the hate that my great-grandparents did, so for me to stay complacent would really be an embarrassment. To me, it means I choose not to have the mindset of a victim. And instead, I acknowledge that those before me did things, so I never did them. Everything they've been through is fueling my ambition, so I'm gonna do what I can to make sure my kids live in a world with fewer limits, and that's my black privilege. Thank you.